Welcome to the Garage USA. Thanks for tuning in. This week I will be working on this Husky Jaguar XJ6. I had a friend in high school that had a car like this. His was white with a light blue leather interior. And I don't really care for this yellow, so I plan to go ahead and take this thing apart, paint it white, and make the interior that same light blue color that his was. So I just need to put this in the vise and drill out the posts. Now that I've got those posts drilled out, I can separate the base from the body. And then the interior comes out. And the windshield comes out. And this is ready for the stripper. So I'm just going to hit this with some citrus strip. And I'll let that sit for about 5 or 10 minutes. Really let that work its magic, and that paint will just come right off. I'll just scrape all this paint off. And I'm gonna also prep this interior for paint. And I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the interior in some hot soapy water. Let that kind of soak in there for a while, and I'll scrub that off with a brush. And I just need to use some picks to get that remaining paint off of there. And then I will shoot this with some degreaser, and then it will be ready to be primed and painted. And I will be using the Tamiya Fine Primer. And that's been wet sanded, and it has a couple of coats of primer on it. It's actually looking pretty good. And this is ready for some color. And for that I will be using the Duplicolor Pure White. Now that I got a couple of coats of white on there, I'm going to let that dry, and I will go ahead and turn my attention to the interior. Alright, and I'm also going to hit the interior with some primer. I'll be using the Testors Flat Sky Blue. And this is probably one of the more challenging parts of these builds, is when I paint these interiors, because, you know, with the lack or limited depth perception, it is, you know, sometimes it's hard to tell if I'm actually on the piece. Okay, and you can see that the base is in pretty good condition. I mean, it's had a lot of play. You know, the word Husky is completely worn off in the middle here. But overall, it still looks pretty decent. I mean, there's not a lot of corrosion or anything on this, so Really, I'm probably just going to, clean this up with some soap and water, maybe use a little steel wool on the end of these axles just to kind of shine them up a bit. But overall, I mean, this base is actually in really good shape. I just need to add in some details, and for that I will be using my liquid chrome pen. Now I just need to reassemble the car. There's the glass, the interior, and the base. And there it is, the Husky Jaguar XJ6, white with light blue interior. And I think the paint came out pretty well on this. I think that the primer is definitely helping. If you have any suggestions on anything that I could have done differently, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'd like to thank you for watching this series of videos. If you enjoyed the video that you just watched, go ahead and click like and subscribe. If you have any questions or would like to contact me directly, send me an email at thegaraageusa@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.